Good morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead, where today we're doing another It's Friday budget meal, and this one is a winner. This one is from Eating Well, and I will put the link to the recipe right below the description so that you can have it. And it is sweet and sour chicken bowls. If you like this recipe, you may also like our book that is called 24 Plain and Fancy Protein Bowl Recipes. And this is by myself and my sister Cindy. And we did kind of an interesting thing on this book. Cindy is the one that got me interested in protein bowls. And so we have 12 recipes that we have done each recipe two ways. One way is with all of the fancy ingredients that you can buy in the grocery store. Those recipes came from Cindy. And then I took those recipes and I made the same recipe but using food storage ingredients. You know, just in case we don't have access to grocery stores, how can we turn food storage ingredients into these wonderful protein bowls? So this one is one that you can print out and you can add to your notebook if you have this book. Now, as you can see, I've just pulled the title page from my notebook where the rest of the book is. This recipe calls for 2.5 pounds of chicken thighs and with bone in, and then we need to take the skin off. Skinless, but bone in. Now, I'm using 3 pounds. That's just what this package was about 3 pounds, and so that's just the way it is. I have here a Ziploc bag that has cornstarch in it, 1/4 cup of cornstarch. So I'm going to be pulling the skins off of these, and I've just washed my hands. Pulling the skin off. And then putting them in with this cornstarch. All right, so we have all 6 in here now, and so we're just going to shake this up until all 6 are completely coated with the cornstarch. And there they are, all covered. So I have a little bit of avocado oil in the bottom of this frying pan. This is my carbon steel frying pan. And I'm going to be browning these on both sides, 3 to 5 minutes on each side. Once the oil gets a little hotter, it will go faster. There, it's picking up. So while these sizzle over here, we're going to put the sweet and sour sauce together. If you've downloaded the recipe, you have it right in front of you. I'm quickly going to go through the ingredients. First of all is 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, which is 3 of these little spoons. So that's done. And we have half a cup of rice vinegar. This is 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. 1/4 cup of ketchup, 1/4 cup of honey. This is honey from our bees. It's been out there, what, Jim, about 8 years now since we gave up our hives.
Something like that.
Yeah, so this is wonderful, wonderful honey from flowers just right around where we live. And then over here on this little board, I have 2 scallions or green onions. This is the white parts. I'm adding the green parts are right here, but I'm going to put these in the refrigerator because they don't come into play until the very end. So I'll put these in the fridge in just a minute. And then I have 2 teaspoons of freshly grated ginger, and 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. Okay, so this is our sauce. The honey was quite viscous. I think I'm going to use this other tool here. The smells are just fantastic. I love the smell of freshly grated ginger. Okay, I can't feel that honey anymore, so maybe it's incorporated now. Let's take a look at our chicken. Still browning. We'll be back when the chicken is browned and show you what comes next. I've just turned the flame off here, and we're going to be moving these. They're nicely browned, and I'm going to put them in the bottom of this crock pot, and it is already turned to low. It's been preheating on low for about 10 minutes or so. So the chicken is going in. Then next, I'm going to give this a stir to make sure it's all mixed together. And this is going over the top. Oh my gosh, it smells heavenly already. Okay, on low for probably about 5 hours. So, in addition to the chicken, in our bowl, we are going to have rice, of course, so I will cook that and have it ready for when we need it. And then we're going to do a little bit of a cabbage slaw to go with it. And you can either make your own, or you can buy a packaged mix of the cabbage and carrot mixture, and then we'll fancy it up a little bit, and it will be ready for those bowls. So we will come back when we're ready to do something next with the chicken. Well, here we are. Now this was done on low. I did never put it up to high. It was done on low in 3.5 hours. The instructions say 7 hours on low. Well, no. And the crock pots are different, and so know your crock pot. But this chicken was done and falling off the bone after 3.5 hours. So I just put it on warm, and then I unplugged it all together about 20 minutes ago. So the chicken is going to be cool enough for us to work with. So we have 6 thighs, and don't they look wonderful? My gosh. What I'm going to do now is shred the meat off the bones on 3 of the thighs. Because I cooked 6 of the thighs, I'm only going to do it to 3 because this is going to make 2 meals for us. And we're going to take the second one up to the cabin in a few days when we go. So I'm not going to put it together. I'm just going to take the ingredients separately so that I can re-put the whole thing together once we get up there. So shredding this chicken, it just smells phenomenal. And we're going to put it right here in this bowl. So I'm going to finish the other 2 and we'll be back. Here is how much chicken those 3 thighs yielded. And the other 3 thighs are still in here with some of this wonderful liquid that we're going to be using as well. So When I package this up to take to the cabin, I will take these 3 thighs plus half of this juice in one of our bags and then refrigerate it until we're ready to go. So next what happens is we need to get our slaw ready. Now this is chopped cabbage with carrots, and Jim bought a package for me. This is only a half a recipe because once again I'm taking the other half up to the cabin. He paid $3 for that, so that adds quite a bit to the cost of this budget meal. So when I do this next time, I'm just going to have a head of cabbage in the refrigerator and take about a quarter of it and shred it with 1 carrot, and that will cut the cost way down for us. So that's just a hint. So I'm adding these radishes. This is toasted sesame seed oil. And I'm going to be putting in 1 tablespoon of this. Along with 1 tablespoon of rice vinegar. The recipe does not call for pepper, but I'm going to add just a little touch of pepper because I think it needs it. And then I'm going to just toss this get that vinegar and oil distributed throughout this little salad. And it looks just right. And the rice just finished. So we are now ready to put our bowls together. So here's the rice. Nice and fluffy, long grain rice. And so we're going to make a bed of the rice. Jim, do you want a little more rice?
A little more would be fine. Should be enough.
Okay. And then on top of that, we are going to put the chicken on one side. Now when I open up a package of those 6 thighs and prepare them whatever way I prepare them, Jim usually eats 2 of those thighs and I eat 1. So that's why I did 3 for this. And finish with this coleslaw and the radishes. More radishes over here. I love coleslaw. And here they are. So Jim is going to put the camera on a tripod and oh, I need to get some of the juice. So we're going to put some of the juice over the chicken and the rice. And there they are. Now Jim is on his way around, and we're just going to take a preliminary bite of supper. Are you ready for this?
I am ready for it.
How does it smell?
It smells good.
How has it smelled all afternoon?
It smells very, very good.
Okay, ready?
I've been just watering, salivating.
Good. Well, I hope
Yes.
this lives up to your expectation.
Up to my salivation.
Yes. Okay, chicken and rice. And the coleslaw.
The coleslaw's dry. Needs something else on it. Is that peanut or coconut oil on the coleslaw?
Sesame.
Okay.
But I see your point. Although
Chicken tastes good.
my slaw is plenty damp with the oil and vinegar, it's not like my regular coleslaw that I do with mayo. It's a lighter coleslaw.
Yeah,
I think it's okay.
I'm gonna put some.
What are you going to put on it?
Oh, I was just thinking blue cheese or something like that.
Do you want a little bit of Italian dressing?
Oh, that'll work. Your chicken tastes good.
I'm going to leave mine as it is. I like the contrast between the chicken is delicious, the sweet
chicken
and
is,
sour.
yeah. Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's sweet and sour. So Italian doesn't exactly go with a meal, but you never care about that anyway.
Oh, thanks.
It's-
I'm just.
Well, I think the slaw is okay, but the chicken over the rice is fabulous, my opinion. How is it with that Italian? Is it better?
It's better.
So when you make this, if you make it, you might want to give that slaw a taste and see if you want to dress it up a little bit as well. So we're going to go ahead and finish our supper. This has been an all-day affair, although my time involved in this was very, very minimal. Mostly it was the crock pot doing all the work all day long. So thank you so much for being with us, and we hope you enjoy this budget meal. Let us know what you think if you make it, and we will see you again very soon with more videos.